Today how to loop your bows and start your wreath with the wire frame. And we're using a burlap wired ribbon here just because we want our wreath to have a little bit more structure like the one that I have here. And this post is gonna get all the way to the finished product of this wreath. And I'm gonna show you how to attach a letter to the wreath the proper way, the secure way. Okay, so we've tied our knot, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna go right up into the section above it, and we're gonna create a loop. Now, mind you, I'm doing this backwards, so it's a little difficult for me. And I usually pull out 3/4 of an inch of ribbon. Then we're just gonna go up a section. There's 3 sections on this wreath or frame, and we're gonna form another loop, and then we're just gonna go up another section and form our first row of loops. And as you adjust them, that's about a good length. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the bottom now. We wanna kinda keep our finger on this loop so it doesn't disappear. And now we've got our weaving method going. And then again, we go to the 3rd. And then we go, or 2nd, I'm sorry, 3rd. Now, keep in mind this wreath is going to have an accentuating ribbon that runs through it. And this is where you would really play with your loops and adjust the size before it gets too tight. And you can see the benefit of using a wired ribbon. So we could fit a row of 3 in here. So I'll show you what that would look like. Again, we go to the bottom. And this is gonna get a bit crammed. You're gonna have to work with it a little bit. And you always wanna hold that top loop in. I like my wreaths full, so that's why I'm doing the 3 rows in. And altogether this should take this size wreath frame, which is, this is an 18-inch. This will take 2 rows, or two of these, which are 15 feet, 2.5 inches wide, 15 feet. So that is how you weave your bows. So I'll just do one more row, or weave your rows, I'm sorry. It's super easy. Once you get this down, you can crank them out fast. And I usually take all the ribbon off the spool just because it's easier to work with. And that's all you do. So you go from, and you always want to, when you start your next row from the bottom, you always want to keep a secure grasp on that top one. And you see how fast it gets going. and before you know it, you are weaving your wreath. So we're gonna slide that over and add the third one in. And I will finish this, and in the next portion of the video, I'll have how to add your accentuating or your accent ribbon, and we will also do how to tie a loopy bow and attach the letter. So there you go, that's the start of weaving your loops into a metal wreath frame, and you can see the wire in the frame, or the wire in the ribbon gives you the ability to really, they're cutting the grass, sorry, back there, gives you the ability to really play up with your hoops and make it really pretty. So I'll be back with the next section on how to weave in your accentuating ribbon. Stay tuned.